What is up, everybody? Welcome back to RacingDudes.com. Well, today I want to kind of break down the Bible, the Pegasus World Cup Bible for you guys. It was pretty successful, especially my bankroll article, or however you want bankroll plays is probably the best way to put it. Not really a full article. Did very well. Kind of wanted to break down how we got there, and I also just kind of wanted, if you've never used any of our betting Bibles, just wanted to kind of give you a good idea of what you're getting out of it. So if you ever wanted to try it, you certainly, kind of have an idea of what you're getting. I know a couple people purchased it for the first time this time and were like, well, what am I really getting with this? And so, showed them samples, but would like to show the video for people that maybe don't. So, okay. So let me take my thing away here. I've got it up on the screen now. If you want to kind of look at it with me. I won't zoom in just yet because I'm going to show you like everything, and then I'll just kind of zoom into my plays and we'll go over kind of what I usually try to do or try to think about. So opening page there, obviously, and this is, you're going to get these. I'll zoom in on this, but you're going to get commentary and plays from both Jared and I for each race that we're going to cover, which was all of the races here on Pegasus World Cup Day. So there's that all out in written form, and kind of giving you examples why we, or not examples, but explanations for why we're doing it. Then you go down to this page. This is the betting summary page. If you don't want to read all that, if you just want the plays, that's why we do this. So they're all right there for you as well. You can scroll down here. If multi-race plays are your thing, we've got you covered there with pick fours, pick fives, even a pick six here or there, depending on it. So there's all that for you. So this is a little bit of something for everybody. And I'll show a little bit more detail as well. And then this page, a lot of people really like this. This is the top 4 consensus picks from everybody at the Racing Dudes. So myself, Jared, Magic, Somich, my dad, Papa Dude, Dr. Miranda, and Vinny Blond. And then we have a consensus of all the picks as well. So that's what this is. You'll get that as well. So to kind of hone in on what I do the pick fours, pick fives. I'll do the consensus, obviously, but kind of that article or not article, but bankroll plays. Now, to me, this is the most valuable thing, because what we do with the bankroll plays is give you exactly what we are betting, as we personally are going to bet this, right? It's not, hey, this is what we suggest. No. Here is our actual bet. So you kick it off with a little bit of commentary on what we're doing and why. And then in bold here, say my bet, and then in bold will be the bet. Just highlighted it, right? Now, look, I understand, we might skip races. We might bet like an exacta, but maybe you're a tri player, that kind of stuff. So we put, hey, if you don't want to do exactly what we do, here are some of the suggested things to do. Say you like to bet a win, and we bet an exacta. Well, there's the suggested win, and then trifecta. So we try to curtail this to where, hey, we understand if you don't want to follow us just exactly, here's what you can do. But as a professional gambler, this is what I'm doing. You can do what you want. This is what I'm doing, type of thing, right? We try to keep it, and again, you can kind of adjust this to your bankrolls, right? So we keep it at $200 to $300 for a card. Okay. We kind of talk to a lot of our customers. Some of them have a much higher bankroll. Some of them have a much lower bankroll. So we try to hit that middle ground. So look, if you get this and you're like $5, well, I want to bet more than that. Go ahead and do that. You can multiply it to where it fits into your bankroll. Or if you think that's way expensive, you can just kind of curtail it to where I'm going to play a lot less money, right? So don't get it and go, well, this is the money they're playing today. No, we try to take it for like the quote unquote normal person, what they're trying to do, but we don't know what your bankroll is. You can adjust that part of it. This is just kind of how we polled a lot of people, and this was kind of what that area that most people fell in. Okay. So don't take it as the end all be all. Just kind of take it as, hey, they bet X amount of their bankroll on this race. I can make it do whatever I want. So you look at the first race here. I went with an exact $5 exacta 1-3 over 1-2-3. It did not come in. But look, like the winner. So if you're a win wager person only, that's why I put the suggested win up there when I do an exacta, because number 3 Swoop to the Finish won the race at 5-1. And so I'm sitting there going, well, I made a stupid mistake. Should have just bet that horse to win, because I like to bet wins. But anyway, so a miss there. And you're going to see this a lot. No bet when I really don't have a strong opinion. I'm not going to bet it. But again, I even write on here, look, I understand people don't like to bet races. I understand 99% of you are recreational gamblers. That's great. That's what you're supposed to be. So that's why I put, hey, I don't have a wager on this one. If you want to play the exacta, try, there it is. Guess what? The exacta hit in that race. So again, I've made 2 big errors in wagering, and maybe some people didn't, so that's kind of, again, why I put up there, no bet in the third, no bet in the fourth, but you see, you still have those wagers there if you want to do it. That's just not for me personally. No bet in the fifth as well. You get to the sixth, played a strong exacta, $20 won 3, did not come in. Look at the seventh. This was the first heartbreak of the day. Played $10 to win on the number one exact estimate, who lost by a nose. So feeling terrible at this moment, and then finally got some winners home here. Look at the eighth race, $10 to win for me on number one, Francesco Clemente. So that got us going. We were still down $28 for the bankroll at this point, but that really did kind of get us going in the right direction here. So feeling good. Did not bet the ninth. Thought about Intrepid Daydream to win. Easy for me to say. Did not do it. So let's get to the meat of it. First of all, I want to say I don't usually skip that many races, but I hate cards like this personally. I like a card where I can look at it and go, okay, I can really spread a lot of money out throughout the races, right? Because when you have a card where you can spread a lot of money, you don't have to rely on 1, 2, 3, 4, like a couple of horses to really make your day. But you also don't want to force wagers that you don't feel great about. So I do want to point out, most of the time I'm not skipping 5 or 6 races on a card. This card for me, these last 4 races I loved. The first 9, I didn't like them as well, right? So you kind of see by the bankroll, and that's why we do the bankroll structure like we do. Yeah, there's some little wagers here, but now we're getting to the meat of what I liked. And that's why we changed these, so I could better, and not just me, but Jared, I'm doing the video, so I'm saying me, but Jared as well, can better give you guys an understanding of, these are races to sprinkle lightly. These are the races that we're going after it, right? So $20 win wager here on the Pegasus Filly and Mare Turf on Didia. Got the job done there. All of a sudden, we're up $38 going into the last 3 races. So again, you're looking at it and you said, well, you played $20. Who cares? Adjust it to the bankroll you want to adjust it to, right? I'm just like said, $200-$300 bankroll. I wagered $240 here. So $20 in terms of the bankroll that I had is not that small of a wager. So anyway, we're up $38. Feeling very good about things after that one. Shout out to Magic here again. He kind of talked me on to Didia, and it made a lot of sense the more I looked at it. This was the killer of the thing. $40 to win on a Jazzy, and he was my second strongest play on this card. He just stopped. He looked home. He got a little tired and he stopped. So now we're down $2 with 2 races to go. But as you probably noticed, if you bought the Bible, or you see on the screen now, I had $100 to win on Warm Heart. And again, I'll say it, I don't particularly love when a card sets up this way, where I handicap the 13 races and go, well, there's one horse that I love and the rest of them I don't. You do put a ton of weight on one thing, right? So I'm down $2 coming into this race, which kind of proves I was treading water all day waiting for this, right? And when I entered the day, I kind of thought to myself, even though I put every bet I put on these that I actually going to put on the bankroll, I mean, I'm confident in them, right? That's why they're on here. But I kind of said to myself, probably don't even need to watch the first 11 races today. It's going to come down to the 12th race. You're probably going to tread water all day. Guess what? Down $2. So I basically tread water for 11 races. Comes down to Warm Heart. She wins. $100 wager returns $240 profit. So now I'm up $238. So there you go, right? I mean, it's just like, you can kind of see in these situations, it worked out and it's a great day. But if she loses, it's a bad day. So really, you're trying to build some insurance bets throughout the day. But I kind of knew after handicapping this the first time through, it's all going to come down to the 9 in the 12th race. And I hate that. It reminded me of when First Mission, and we'll talk about it in a second, was running on Lexington Stakes Day. I handicapped that whole card. I said, First Mission's the only horse I like. Had $100 to win in the Bible. He came in and paid about what Warm Heart did, actually. Is very similar. But it's like you're sitting around all day and you're like, well, it's going to come down to First Mission. I don't like doing it, but at the same time, that's what I'm doing. Like, that's what I see fit. That's where I see it best. So I got to do it. You look at the Holy Bull that we're going to come up next. Hey, I think I'll spread money out a little bit further in that maybe. So we'll just see what happens. But anyway, structured it to where it's going to come down to her. She wins. Somehow she paid $6.80 for a $2 win wager. I'll never in a billion years understand how that was possible. But you're up 238 after that. And then the $20 to win on First Mission, honestly, is a race approach. I thought that's a pretty good wager. I feel pretty good about it. He just ran like garbage. And look, I mean, hindsight's 2020. You're like, why did I not pick Bob Baffert? Well, if it was easy, I would have. I didn't think National Treasure would run quite as good as he did. So he did. First Mission was absolute garbage. So missed $20 there. But like I said, when you kind of put all your eggs in one basket, it's still a great day. When some of your other ones don't come through. So $218 profit is what my bankroll turned here. And again, you can come down here and just kind of see how it was broke down. So look, but I'm honestly, I'm not really. This isn't really about bragging about it, because honestly, when it comes to racing, you can miss these just as easy and feel terrible. I mean, that is the kind of the downside of the betting Bible is, hey, you can see live and in person how this guy is handicapping and how he's doing. And, if he sucks, you can tell him. So anyway, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys the purpose of this. Back to what I was trying to say. The purpose of this was just kind of, here's what the betting Bible is. This is why we do it the way we do it versus the betting guides. They were just a bunch of plays kind of and writing kind of just vomited all over the screen, to be completely honest. This is more of, here are some plays if you don't want to follow us, and I don't, whatever, you can do whatever you want. But this is exactly what I'm doing on this day. And you can take it or leave it. But at the end of the day, this is what you judge me on, because this is exactly what I'm telling you to do. Win or lose, we're all going to win together or lose together if you follow it exactly. So anyway, long story short, big Holy Bull Bible coming up this week. We'll do all the races at Gulfstream Park, including the Holy Bull. And then we'll also give you 3 bonus races: the Withers from Aqueduct, the Southwest from Oakland Park, and the Robert B. Lewis from Santa Anita. So we'll do 3 bonus races plus the 12 races on the Gulfstream card. So we'll have 15 races covered in this week's Bible. All right, guys, thanks everybody for watching. Hit that like button if you like the video. Hit subscribe if you really like it. Want to get alerted anytime we do videos like this. And most importantly, if you like what you see, you kind of like the example, check out the betting Bibles.